Hello everyone and welcome again here on my channel Cheerfuldev. I hope you are doing good, I hope you are doing well, and I hope you are having a beautiful week. If not, remember guys, it will always get better. Now in this video guys, I want to show you how to create some pixel art and how you can get started learning how you can make pixel art. It's really easy guys, and it's really amazing because as a beginner in making games, you want to start small, right? So you will need to learn pixel art so you can make basic art where you will be testing your levels, or why not creating a full 2D pixel art game. And we are going to do of course a tutorial series where we will be creating a 2D game full in Unity, and we are going to do this soon. I'm preparing for it guys, and before we do this, let's make some pixel art and let's see how we can make this in Photoshop. So before we start, we need to set up Photoshop to use pixel art perfectly. The first thing we need to do is to create a new document, of course. So you do Command N or Control N on your PC to make a document, and let's give our size here something really small guys, because pixel art use really a small numbers of pixels, right? So in my case I will use 40 by 40. It's of course make sure you are using pixel here, and I will keep the resolution to 72. This works perfect for me, and I will hit create. Once you've done that, I will of course delete the old one here. I don't need it. You will have this small canvas here. As you can see, it's really small. Just zoom in a little bit so you can see what you are doing, just like this. And what we need to do now, we need to go to Photoshop. Here on the menu you need to find preference. In your case, if you're using PC, it will be under edit, I think. So you go to preference and we need to go to general, and here inside this image interpolation we need to change this to preserve hard edge, because when we are using pixel art we don't need to have smooth pixels. We need to keep our document to be really edgy. It's not like edgy memes. And the second thing we need to do is to switch from the brush tool to the pencil tool, because this pencil tool here guys is the one that is going to help us to create pixel art. Because using a brush tool, so let me just show you, if we change to a brush tool just like this, we will have this edge, of course, so we don't need them. You need to switch to the pencil tool so we can create anything that we want. Really easy guys. And I don't know what I just created here guys. Basically this is how you set up I was going to say Unity. This is how you set up Photoshop to use pixel art. Now let's see how we can do this stuff, right? Pixel art is really easy guys, and it depends on how you want to create your art. For example, if you need to create a complex character, you will be using a lot of colors variants, so you will need to have a good palette. But if you are making something really easy, you can do it with just 3 or 4 colors. So in my case here, let me just double click here on my background to unlock it, because I need to change the background color. And the background color that I want to pick, let's go for something really smooth. Let's say for example this color, it's really dark. Oh boy, I will make it just like this. This looks good. Okay, I will keep this one, and I will go back to my pencil tool here, and I want to add a palette for the colors that I will be using. So in my case I will pick black color, and I will use white color, and I need a greenish color. Let's say something just like this, and maybe I will need a variant of this red color, something just like this. We will see guys what I will be needing here, and I will pick this color here too. And let's say for example, let's make this just darker a little bit. Let's hit OK here, of course, and I will keep it here. So let's say for example I'm using those colors here. Now to switch between the colors you are using, all you have to do is to click on the eye tool in Photoshop, so you can pick the color that you want and you can get started drawing. So in this tutorial here, let's try to make a Pokeball, because I like Pokemon and all of us love Pokemon, of course. So let's try to make something really simple, and that will show us what we need to do in our art, for example in the upcoming videos if we want to do something. So for the size for my Pokeball, I think I will go with something around this area here. So let's go ahead and let's make the edge for the Pokeball. Let's go, I will go like 6 here, 1 2 3 4 5 6, something like this, and we need to make the corner round. Right now, this is the trick with pixel art. You cannot make this round stuff just like this. Of course we can do it with our hand like this, but as you can see we already have those different sides, right? We cannot do this. So you need to work with pixel by pixel so you can have the perfect shape that you want. So in my case here I have 6 area here. To make this looks like it's rounding, I will add 2 points, 2 pixels I mean, in this area, and then I will go 1 2 and I will make this round again, and here I will do 1 2 3 4 5 6, and this one I will repeat it here, so it's 1 2 1 2 here, 1 2 here, and I will go to the way to this area here. Now if you notice with me, I did an error here, right? So I need to delete this one here. To do this, all we have to do is to select our eraser tool, as you can see, and let's make this size 1 pixel, but we will have a slightly problem here. If I try to delete this one here, as you can see, we have those smooth and soft edge, but we don't want this, right? So if you notice with me on the top corner here, for in the mode in our eraser tool, we have this brush mode. If you click and switch this to pencil mode, we will be using again this perfect pixel, and we can do whatever that we want. So let me just go back here and I will delete this one here because I'm stupid. I'm using the same layer to create my art. It happens sometimes because stupidity don't have a time where it comes, right? I'm so sorry guys for being stupid. I will keep drawing my shape here and I will keep doing the same stuff I did before. So let me just speed up this process here, and here we have a perfectly circle, and if we zoom out you can see that we have a perfect circle. This is how you can create pixel art. But one more thing that we need to do, when you need to look how your art looks like, you will need to zoom out really a lot, far away, to see how it looks, right? This is bad for us. What we need to do is to always keep, let's say, a thumbnail showing us how our art will looks like even if we zoom out a lot. So to do this one here, all you have to do is to click on window, to go to arrange, and you need to find this new one window for your document. So in my case, my documents here have no name, it's untitled 3 because I'm professional. So I will go to window, arrange here, and I will pick to create a new window for the same document. Once we've done that, it will be docked in this area here. All we have to do is to right click, drag it out just like this, and here we have this small window here. So let me just put my new window in this area here so I can see it, and of course we can make this one somewhere around here just like this, and this way guys, as you can see, we have 2 documents. So let's fill this area here, and I will pick the red color that I created. Let me just pick this one here, and if you've been watching Pokemon, of course, you will notice that the Pokeball have a line in the middle. So for now I will just draw just like this, but this way will looks really painful, right, to draw pixel by pixel if we are using the same color. To do this in the first way, we are going to pick the paint bucket tool and we click once, but we have this problem here. The bucket tool will leak between these pixels. So let me just command Z to undo this movement, and here in the top corner for the our bucket tool, we have this anti-alias. We need to uncheck this button here, and now when we click, we will have it filling just the area that we want. Now I will select this bright red here to make a bright area for my Pokeball, because let's say for example that we have the sun in this area here, right? So we need to make this area darker and this area to be shiny, right guys? So before we do this, let's add the stuff that we have in the middle for the Pokeball. So let me just go in this area here and let's do something just like this, something like this, and we will have the middle one here, and I will do the same from this area. So I will keep it from the same size, just like this, and I will add something just like this, and I think it will looks really cool. And let's do this one, something just like this, and let's add those two one here. Let me just undo this movement, and I will do the same in this area. And here we have this one here. Now this needs to look white, right? So let me just click this color here, and we can just do it like this. That looks really cool, guys, right? And this area here on the bottom, it's white too, right? So let me just select my color here, and I will paint in this area just like this, something just as you can see. We can see how our Pokeball will looks really cool, guys, in the top corner. So let me just paint this area with white, and now we need to add some shadows and light to this Pokeball, right? Because when you create pixel art, it depends on how you want it to look like. In case you really like how this looks, go ahead, there is no problem. But in my case, as you can see here, this looks really cool in the top corner, but I need to add some shadows and light to this picture. Now this is when you will be changing and making your pixel art looks alive. It's adding high shadow and highlight. Now let's start by doing something. As I said before, I want to have the sun from this side, so it will be hitting our Pokeball from this side. So we need to make this area looks darker. So I will pick this dark color I have here, and let's do 1 pixel, 2, 3, let's say just something just like this, and I will add 1 in this area here. And as you can see, it's already give us this feeling. If we can add 1 pixel, as you can see, adding 1 pixel, it changed already how the picture looks. Now I need to add 1 more color in the middle area here. So to do this, let me just select this same color here to fill this area here, right here, and I will pick this white color here, and I will change the brightness just by 5%. So I will make this like this, and I will click once in this one here, once here, once here, here and here. And as you can see, we did add a degree of highlight to this area, because the bottom one need to be darker, but the middle need to be to not be darker. You get the idea, guys. And in the middle of the Pokeball, of course, we have this it looks like a button showing inside the middle of this button, right? So we are going to do the same. I will click once here, and here to give it this feeling. And if we need to add some dark area, let's just do it like this. And here in the middle, I will I think the middle need to look really bright. So what I'm going to do now, I will select this color here, and I will click around oops, I did an error here. I will click around the Pokeball just like this, and I will select this one here, and I will make those 3 dots here darker. And this way we will have this middle one. This is the only bright area, and we have this one making this looks smooth. This I really like how it looks. And this area, of course, need to be bright, so I will keep it just like this. But this red area here, we need to make this one looks really smooth too. So let's add some shadow in this area too. So I will select my red color here, and I will change the brightness, let's say by 5%. So let's make it 95, and I will click 1, 2, 3. So as you can see, I'm selecting just those pixels, and they change how the picture feels. So I will draw something just like this randomly in this big area here to have this big shadow. As you can see, it's showing up here, and I will just do the same to this area here. That looks really cool. And I will select the same color I have here, and I will make this darker just a little bit. So let's make this 90% darker, and I will do the same for those pixels I have here, just to give it this smooth transformation between a dark area and a bright area. That looks really amazing. And now I need to add some highlights in this area here. So I will pick this white color to add 1 white pixel, and as you can see, it already give us a beautiful feeling. So if you notice on the small thumbnail here on the top, we have this cute Pokeball. It already looks like one, right? But what I'm going to do is to select this red color here, and I will make this color here brightness to 100%, something just like this, and I will keep dragging it to the weight side, right? You get the idea? So I will click just something, let's say I will make this one, this one, this one, and this one to be brighter, and I will do the same again. I will click and I will make this one, let's say, brighter more, and I will click them again because I don't like how it looked. So I will click here and here and here. Let's see how it looks. That looks bad, so I will click here and drag this one back just a little bit to change how this pixel here looks. Or maybe we are going to make it just like this. That looks really better, and I want to make this one looks bigger, right? Because we will have this big highlight area here. So let's smooth this out, something just like this. And after we've done this movement, we will adjust how our pixels looks like. So as you can see, this looks really bad, right? But with smoothing them, we will make it looks really better. So let's say it looks like this for now. Now what we need to do is to make this looks round, just like this. And here we already have this feeling. I will take this pixel here and this one here, and here we have this one. I will take this one and this one, and I will keep this one like this. But now what I need to do is I will select this one here, and I will just move it just a little bit to give it this smooth transformation again. And this already gave us a beautiful Pokeball. And what I'm going to do right now, I will just add some shadow on the bottom here. I will select this color here, and I will make it, let's say this color here, and I will make it darker just a little bit, something just like this. And let's add this shadow on the bottom here, just so we can have our Pokeball like it's sitting on something, right? And here we have the Pokeball that we just created. As you can see, that looks really cool, guys. And this is it. This is pixel art. You play with the pixels and you give them the colors that you think will match together, and you play with the let's say just the brightness of those colors to match them together to give you a highlight in the shadow. Of course I don't like the highlight in this one here, but you get the idea. It's just for the small tutorial series. I hope you did like this video, guys. I hope this video was helpful for you to make shadows and highlights in how to make pixel art. And hopefully, guys, subscribe if you did like what we did here. Like this video if you don't like what we do here. And hopefully, guys, I will see you in another video. See you soon, guys.